Yeah, the last time they had it, the guy almost everything, and the surgeon jumped in the ring and knocked him off of it.
Okay, 6 o'clock. We'll go ahead and get started with our work
There
session.
was also a guy fought too. So.
Thank you all for being here tonight. And any comments?
No, sir.
Comments? Boards and committees? Agenda items. Okay, the agenda items for this evening. The one item on the old business is permission for the fire department to purchase 6 turnout coats and pants. This is the second time it's been on the agenda, so we'll be able to take care of that tonight. Then on the new business is present capital improvement plan, which we're excited about this and look forward to presenting that tonight. Let me say just a little bit about this plan. Some of us, I think I'm the oldest one, a couple of years, some of those got here the next year after me. But anyhow, I've been here about 14 years, and when we came in, we started looking at how do we get ourselves in a position to kind of self-finance what we do, to get to the point that we don't have to go to the banks, we don't have to go to the bond market. And we're probably closer to that now than we've ever been. So I think we've been working on a plan that we can present that will carry us for roughly 4 years. And for the next 4 years, every project that we have lined up to take care of is in that 4-year span. The financing that we have either on hand at this point in time or estimated finances that will be coming in during that period of time, we use these to fund these plans as they come online, these projects as they come online. It's a pretty smart system. Justin is the one that's been working on it, put it together, and today sat down with our accountants and went through it, and they were very excited about this plan and our attempt to do this. Essentially what it allows us to do, may not always be the case, but what it allows us to do is to kind of self-finance, and it's kind of like going to the bond market and floating a bond that you pay interest on over a period of years. But we're able to use our own money and do that and do these projects rather than go into the bond market. So I think in this total is going to be roughly $13,000. $13 million.
Yeah, $14 million.
In projects that will be done over this 4-year period. But it's everything from paving of streets to building restrooms in the downtown area. It's just a whole lot of projects, and it's all outlined as when these projects will come online. So it's pretty sharp plan. So the council has been looking at this and going over this, and everyone has seen this and seen the presentation of it. So we're excited to be to this point, the city of Wetumpka. When I came in to office, we owed $13 million and did not have anything on hand at that time. So now it's a little bit different, and we see ourselves as getting better over the next few years with other things that are coming online here, and our income should grow. So we're excited about this presentation tonight. Okay, and then item 3 under new business would be a proclamation for National Public Works Week, and Justin will be doing that. And then item 4 would be permission for the Elmore County Civic Improvement League to host a Juneteenth celebration on June 18th of 2022 in Gold Star Park. This will be the second year that this project has been done here in the city. And then item 5 would be permission to order playground equipment, including installation, not to exceed $16,000 $100,000. And that is, Mr. Greer has been working on this special project, and that is in an existing park that we have that was tied to a subdivision, one of the first subdivisions we had in Wetumpka. Playground has become run down and it needs to be upgraded. And then item 6 would be permission to contract with Waterworks to install a water meter at Crumlin Park, not to exceed $1,200. And then item 7 this evening would be to approve instructor training for the police department K-9 program at a cost of $14,475. Let's go ahead and talk about this now in the work session, and then it'll come up again in the meeting. But this is 2 dogs, K-9 dogs, that we will not own. They will, the person that works these dogs will have ownership of the dogs, but we are actually renting the dogs or using the dogs, right?
Correct.
Explain it to us, tell us how it works.
Well, on this proposal, I want to send Sergeant Sprague, he has one of the dogs. And Officer Johnston has the other one. I've tested them because I've been through the instructor school myself. And I tested them, they'll do the work. So I want to get Sergeant Sprague in, get his instructor certification. And let him start this program with these dogs. They're their dogs, but they will work for us. So which means we don't have to buy them or pay anything for them. We do buy their food and pay the vet bills as long as they're working. Once they retire, they go back to the handler and become their full responsibility.
In the past, when we've had dogs, the vehicles that we carried the dogs in, we had some issues off and on with that. But what will they carry these dogs in? Their vehicles that they use now?
Yes, they can use the vehicles they have now. These are not dual purpose dogs. The ones you're referring to are dual purpose, so they're trained to fight, and that's what tears up the vehicles. These will be for narcotics only. So they can also be used at the schools for public relations and different things like that.
So there are more uses for the dogs.
Right. And it also gives us another division of the department, because right now, you come on, you're either a patrol officer or an investigator. So this opens up another option for somebody to do.
You actually ran one of these programs.
I was in the program for 15 years with Montgomery Police Department, was the commander for the last 5.
Oh, okay. All right. Council, have any questions on this? All right, thank you. All right, that will complete our work session. We'll call the council meeting to order. Invocation this evening will be given by Councilperson Robbins. Pledge will be given by Councilperson Burke.
All right. God, we thank you for how you bless this city. We thank you for everyone who's gathered here tonight that wants to see the city do well and wants to do things the right way and put a positive image for this city out to the public. God, we thank you for their hard work and all the dedication they put in each day. And we ask that in everything we do, all the decisions we make, that you'll just guide us and help us to do it in your name. In Christ's name, amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call.
Councilmember Robbins.
Here.
Councilmember Tucker.
Here.
Councilmember Justice.
Here.
Councilmember Gant.
Here.
Councilmember Brown.
Here.
Mayor Willis.
Okay, you received in your package of minutes from the council meeting held on April 18th and April the 22nd of 22. Any corrections to those minutes? If not, we'll entertain a motion.
So moved.
Thank you.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Okay, so those minutes have been approved. On the old business this evening, permission for the fire department to purchase 6 turnout coats and pants. You have the numbers in your packet. We'll entertain a motion to move forward.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any further discussion on this? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? So that permission has been granted. Then on the new business this evening is the capital. We're supposed to present the capital improvement plan. Justin, you want to?
Yes, sir. I provided a 11x17 sheet of capital improvement program in a Gantt chart form. This describes about 15 projects. It's going to be performed over this plan to be performed over the next 4 years. Total value of the capital improvement program is $14 million. Kind of how this is going to work. We currently have about $9.5 million in what we call restricted cash accounts. So those are accounts that are assigned to certain types of projects. We're expecting, based off historical revenue, we're expecting around $4 million in additions to these accounts over the 4-year period. And then to make this work from a cash flow perspective, we will need about $3 million out of the general fund over the 3 years. So about $1 million out of the general fund from a budget standpoint over the 3 years. If everything goes to plan, and again, it's a plan to be followed and to adjust and move as we go forward, we would have a remaining $3 million in those restricted accounts after these projects have been done. This proposal does not touch any of our reserves. It doesn't rely on any increased revenue. And there's no plan at this point to borrow money or leverage any of the city's credit to make this happen. So the projects include finishing our ALDOT grant project at South Main Street here in front of City Hall, a new fire station on the west side of town, a partnership with the county commission and the Elmore County Board of Education for a soccer complex at Hohenberg, a new senior center, improvements to the Martin Luther King Center, improvements to our airport out in Elmore, completion and improvements to the sports complex, infrastructure plan as we as defined in the ARPA infrastructure improvement plan, 2 public restrooms in the downtown area, our routine street paving that we plan on doing every year, and then some improvements for downtown. So one of them is to finish the curb and gutter on Company Street and Spring Street, and finish the Black History grant that we've been looking at. The demolition grant, we need to finish that up. The Meadowbrook Park development, and then it also includes a budget for economic development on anything that's coming down the line for that. So that's the capital improvement plan that we have here tonight.
Any of you have any questions for Justin? Any questions? We have a motion to move forward to approve.
So moved.
Thank you. We have a second.
Second.
Thank you. Any further discussion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Did that also include the splash pad, the spray splash pad? and
Yes, sir, and the building at the.
And the building at the ML campus. Okay, next item here is a proclamation for the National Public Works Week of 2022. So, have that.
All right, come on, Chapter. All right, so the American Public Works Association has made an effort to recognize our public works employees that so often get looked over on a day-to-day basis. And as part of the recognition and the celebration of this, they have been working on an effort to kind of specify a Public Works Recognition Week, a national Public Works Recognition Week throughout the country. It is kind of in its grassroots right now, but it is growing some legs. So this is a proclamation to be read tonight. National Public Works Week 2022. Whereas public work services are an integral part of our community and greatly enhance the quality of our lives of our citizens. And whereas state and local governments are responsible for rebuilding, operating, and maintaining transportation infrastructure, parks, public buildings, and facilities essential to serving our citizens. And whereas the support of understanding and informed citizens is vital to the efficient operation of public works systems and programs. And whereas the efficiency of the qualified and dedicated personnel who staff public works departments is greatly influenced by citizens' attitudes and understanding of the importance of the work they perform. Now therefore be it proclaimed that the mayor and the city council of the city of Wetumpka recognize May 15th through the 21st, 2022 as National Public Works Week and call upon all citizens and civic organizations to make a strong effort in supporting public works and to recognize the contributions made on a daily basis to provide the infrastructure required to sustain